9 months ago, I tried to make a video essay. It accidentally turned into a feature film, and somewhere in the middle of that, I stopped uploading. You see, what had happened was, I really wanted to make a video about how Scream 1996 was a better Gen Z horror movie than Scream 5 or Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. And in doing so, to highlight it, I kind of wrote some scenes, and then those scenes turned into arcs, and then the arc turned into a short film, and then the short film got expanded, and then the expansion got expanded into an 86-page script, and then that turned into filming a scene, which led to filming the other 15, and it was kind of like if you gave a mouse a cookie. Just to be honest. During the writing of the essay, mainly it felt like it's one thing to critique something, it's another thing to express a point in a way that's fictionalized to a narrative. So while filming the first scene for the short film, I was like, this is just interesting. I ended up dropping the video essay. You can see it, I'll link the essay down below or something, I don't know. Dropped the video essay and decided to just go all in on making the movie. And during that process of going all in on making the movie, what I did was I tried streaming it for everyone, the process, trying to be as transparent as possible, which worked for like 3 streams, and then I realized a lot of this is kind of performing work, and I'm a big believer that like film the thing that's interesting, and I just don't really think, because like when you're streaming, you're not working, you're just kind of playing work. It'd be like if I was a game developer who like really wanted to make a game, but I just stream myself doing game dev constantly, but the game never gets released. Like, are you really a game dev? It'd be like one thing if I had a behind-the-scenes person filming me, doing the process, and like coming with me and filming when they thought that was cool. I'd be down for that. But I think it's just like the holding the camera yourself and filming yourself doing it, it feels just way too performative. Anyways, that's not important. So what I realized is while I was filming the first scene and editing the first scene was that this was going to take a lot of time and effort, and I would need to find the locations, find the actors, finish and finalize the script, get everything set up, edit it, and then do anything necessary to make it possible. And that's what I did for the better part of the last 9 months. And now we're at the next stage. And it's like, I want to release it today, right? But that's not how filmmaking works as a business. You need to package it, you need to put it together, you need to create log lines, you need to create a press kit, you need to make sure that you have the legal copyright, you need to make sure that you have a million things that they don't really tell you about until you start doing it. As you can see around me. Because holy shit. God, I didn't even do half of this yet. Fuck. Anyways, with that being said, it's kind of this question of what next? What do I want to do next? I'm starting this series and I'm calling it My Adventures in Indie Filmmaking because I feel like it's just a thing I still want to do, a process I still want to demystify. And it's like hard because like I don't want to keep to a schedule because as you just saw with the 9 months of my life, if I have an idea, I will just commit everything and anything onto it until it's done. So yeah. The next steps currently for the film are submitted to a bunch of film festivals. We'll see if we get it anywhere. Cool. If we don't, it's going to be going to a film aggregator to pass quality control, and once it passes quality control, we'll see about getting it on streamers. The only thing that makes me a little bit apprehensive is that I was told because of the content warning, because it does deal with themes of like self-harm and has a certain blasé approach towards it and a little bit less of a this is the worst thing imaginable tone, it might not be able to get on there. And if that happens, well, you know, we'll just release it on YouTube, or I will send it to you, or put it in a screener link, and we'll go from there. Anyway, so good news is I have a teaser for you. Yes, I do. I really do. I have a You've been seeing clips, you've been seeing proof of life. We are here, baby. We are making the thing, and here is the teaser. The film is called To Be Determined. Here it is. I hope you enjoy it. I'll be back to you in about a minute.
Ugh! I can't believe she finally did it.
I know, we thought for years she was all talk.
It just doesn't make any sense. Her sister said she was finally happy to look in the mirror.
Maya, she committed suicide. Suicide doesn't make sense, it just is. Sometimes the void wins. You just got out early.
People don't just die, Aster.
You, really don't like those movies?
Every single one is about some family or friend group that's haunted by a ghost, or a demon, or a fucking forest nymph. And then they're always about some level of trauma. Like, oh no, the monster represents how I was molested, or how my mom sucks, or unresolved trauma, or a fucking STD. And then 9 times out of 10, it ends the same way, where it's saying if you've ever been through something shitty in your life, kill yourself. Yeah, no thanks.
So my goal for this series is to more or less make stuff like what you just saw, and figure out how to make it sustainable. I don't mean become a millionaire, I mean just make it sustainable. Make it a career, make it a lifestyle, make it something I can do every day, where it's not commentary or something else. There's nothing wrong with commentary or reaction or a majority of what the content you see on YouTube is. Literally nothing wrong with it. But like, it's not really that creative, you know? And like, I just love being creative. I like making things. So I'm excited to see where it goes. Our next project that we're gonna be working on and that this series is gonna be focusing on for the next thing is gonna be called Couples Therapy, and it is about a man who is in therapy with his anime body pillow. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.